Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a Kotobukiya Sousai Shojo Teien model kit. Here, it's the swimwear version of Ritsuka Saeki, so she's joining the lineup in the swimwear version. We've had like summer school uniform, winter school uniform, and also swimwear versions of some of the main characters here from the line so far. We've got some new characters on the way, but for now, let's check out the swimwear version here of Ritsuka Saeki. It looks very nice. Right, so as usual, the box art features a full color, very nice illustration there of Ritsuka Saeki in the beach outfit, complete with beach ball and some nice flowers there in the background and in her hair, I guess. So really cool illustration as always, and also featuring the character's signature on the front. On the ends of the box, we just have that same close-up, and as you can see, it's a pretty thick box here for this one, so we're going to have quite a few parts in there, or at least some like larger runners just for the shape of the parts that are going to be on there. But here we have another illustration paired with a photo of the fully modeled and painted kit right there on the side. Then we've got our face parts right here to look at some of our face and hair option parts, and then some of our option parts down here. You can have this kind of clear blue part there for around the waist, and then here's how it's going to look in the kind of seated pose right there. On the other side of the box, here's a look at what the kit is going to look like completely unpainted, just snap built straight out of the box. So that clear blue part is going to be in clear blue. There's our face and hair option parts. Looks like there we've got some water slide decals for the eyes, and the list price for this one coming in at 7,200 yen. Let's go ahead and then pop open the box. These taller boxes always a little bit tricky to get open, but there's all of our hair parts. We'll take a look at all of the runners in just a moment after taking a quick look here at the instructions. Here's also our sheet of water slide decals for the eyes, lots of options there. And we also have packed in here a little advertisement for the Mr. Hobby Lascivious Decor color sets. These are pigment sets that you can use for adding like a shading or highlighting to your different like musume kits here like this, like some of the Sousai Shojo Teien kits or the Megami Device kits, for example. So those are pretty cool. I actually recently got a set of those, so I'm looking forward to trying them out. But for now, here is the instruction manual, just the Sousai Shojo Teien logo there on the back. And on the inside front cover here, we've got some different photos and illustration work. Here's how the kit is going to look like with those option hair parts, which are available sold separately, which I do actually have a set of those that Kotobukiya sent to me, so maybe I'll also take a look at those in this review. Why not, since they're photoed in the manual. Here's more different photos in some different poses up over here. Here's our little comic strip right there, which if you guys saw a recent MOOC review that I did, had a lot of different artwork from this series, including a lot of these comics from the manuals, and I think probably some additional ones as well. So those were featured in there. That was really cool. And then another illustration over here about the SST, the Sousai Shojo channel there, which you can check out. It's a YouTube channel. Here's some QR codes there if you guys are interested for the social media and official website. On the next page, we've got a separate page, which again, I guess the reason why they do this as a separate page from the manual is that they want the parts list to be in full color, whereas just the way that the manual is made, they can't have it as like a full color sheet here like this, but full color image of all of our included parts. There's that. Back to the manual though, we're just on into the construction. So we're gonna have all of our construction, including all of the different many option parts. Otherwise, I mean, these kits go together pretty quickly. They have a lot of option parts included, but the construction is pretty straightforward. Here at the back, we have the original color simulation, which is just our line art, and you can put your different color swatches right there, which is great for checking out some different color scheme options. And here's a look at the alternate color version, which is available as a Kotobukiya web shop exclusive version, but here at USA Gundam Store, we do get those in. So if you guys are interested in getting the alternate color version of any of these Sousai Shojo Teien kits, we do usually carry them at USA Gundam Store, so definitely check those out on the website. And then over here is the color and decal guide. The decal is obviously just going to be for the eyes, and the colors are going to be pretty straightforward, basically just skin tone. We have like a little bit of blue, and maybe that's pretty much it. And the shoes in kind of a black color. So pretty simple color scheme here for this one. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of our contents here. We've got our 4 pre-printed face option parts, which look fantastic as always. We'll take a closer look at those in the review. And then we've also got some pre-printed parts here for the torso, which are in skin tone with like basically the back and neck strap of the bikini there painted in blue. And these parts for the feet, which have the straps of the sandals painted in black. First off, here in skin tone, we've got our hand parts. We've got all sorts of different holding hands for holding everything in every different shape and size. We've got pointing hands there, our sort of closed hands. We've got our hands for holding cup accessories, open expressive hands, and then some additional hands here with like this male hardpoint on the center. I'm guessing that's just for holding the beach ball. And then these hands here, I'm not exactly sure what those are for, sort of like pinching hands, but we'll see what those are for in the review. Here on runners A, B, C, and D is going to be all of our hair parts in this light yellow blonde color here. We've got a whole bunch of different hair parts just because, remember, we've got 4 different hair options that we can use with this kit. Then runners E and F are going to be a bunch of skin tone colored parts here for the main body, also our option legs and everything on there. Runner H is a runner of additional face option parts, but these are unprinted in case you want to custom paint or use the decals for those. Runner I is in a very dark brown color there for the bottom of the sandals. Runner J is in this very nice blue color here for the parts for the swimsuit. Runner K is in red for the flower part for adding into the hair. Runner L is going to be a few parts here in a nice molded gold. Runner M is going to be additional hair parts here. This is going to be for putting the flower into the hair, so I guess there's probably going to be options for if you want to have the flower in or not. You'll have a hair option parts for that. Runner N here in clear blue is going to be our parts for that clear blue kind of towel part wrapped around the waist. Runner P in skin tone is going to be a whole bunch of wrist joint parts there. We've actually got 2 of that P runner. Runner Q is going to be 1 more part here in blue. And then lastly, and appropriately in clear blue here, runner U is going to be our base plate. Just to match the whole beach theme, our base is going to be in clear blue, which makes sense. So that's it for the runners. Let's go ahead and check out the kit. So let's also just quick take a look here at the after school short wig type A set here. This is the purple and orange. So far, this is the only wig set that they've come out with thus far. I was kind of hoping and looking forward to more. I'm hoping that they'll make some more, I guess, but for now we just have this one, which is the same hair parts available in purple and orange basically in this set, and here you can see it there with Ritsuka Saeki. So yeah, it is kind of fitting that we take a look at this set in this video, but just taking a quick look around the box, it's not too much to see here. There's just a look at the actual hair parts, and then like on the kit there, this side of the box, the other side of the box, the list price here, 1,500 yen. And on the inside, we're just gonna have, oh, actually, more parts than I expected. So yeah, this like mannequin, sort of upper half of a mannequin we have in here, which I was not expecting to actually have that in there. Okay, I guess I should pay more attention to the packaging, but here is our instruction manual, which is just this little kind of booklet here, which does have a color guide there, a parts list, and just basic construction. Obviously it's going to be pretty straightforward. Runner A is here in orange and purple there, as you can see. Runner B is going to be the bangs parts there, purple and orange. And then runners C and D. D we have 2 of, which is like the part for the back of the head. On the C runner we have the 2 halves for like the main body of the mannequin there, and then an additional faceplate. So basically you have an entire head. I guess we will have an entire head between the parts for the head, the face, and the hair. Just no pre-printed eyes or any decals for the eyes, but we have those with the actual kit, so we could make an entirely additional head, I suppose, with that skin tone color there, obviously, for these runners. All right, let's go ahead and get this put together and see what it looks like. All right, and then once we got the kit all built up, here is how she's gonna look. As usual with this line, looks fantastic, just straight out of the box here. And the clear parts also just really set the kit off, having those clear, like the clear towel part wrapped around the waist there. I do kind of wish that we maybe would have had some additional option parts for that. Maybe it's just sort of like a flat towel piece that she could be sitting on or something like that. I don't know, kind of would have been cool. Now that seeing how good that those clear parts look with this kit, it would be kind of cool to see some more on some future releases as well. But I gotta say, the kit looks great and is going to be a very nice addition to the swimsuit line of the characters in the series so far. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at our included accessories. So first off, we've got our standard display base here, which again is in clear blue, has the ball joint at the bottom. At the top here, the connection piece is also on a ball joint and can be raised up and down. It has an extension piece here as well, just to make sure that you can reach all the way to the hard point in the back. You don't need to necessarily use that extension piece. You can omit that if needed. That's going to plug right here into the lower back right there. And for our option parts, we're going to start with the head and work our way down. Now we have our couple of different hairstyles. We have this hairstyle with the long kind of ponytail here that can be adjusted up and down a little bit, and of course rotated there. All the little fine pieces on that you're going to want to be particularly careful with. And the same thing for all of the hair option parts. If you didn't want to have the flower in there, we have an alternate piece, which is for that section of the hair that doesn't have the spot to plug the flower into the hair. So you have 3 of these in case you wanted to swap that part on any of our option hairstyles. And you have this one, which has the kind of twin braids out the back. You have an option for this, whether you want to have these kind of blowing in the wind versions, or if you wanted to have them looking like they're just hanging down straight. We've got those here in just straight form as well, if you prefer, but I think that these ones do look pretty nice like that. And then our third and final hairstyle here is with the long hair just down all like that. And the really nice thing that I've been a fan of for the entirety of this line is that you can build all three different hairstyles, all three different heads at the same time. You don't have to swap parts. The only thing you would have to swap is faces. So obviously here for our face option parts, we've got this kind of winking open mouth face here, this more sort of like a blushing face right here, and a sort of like a somewhat shocked straight face, as well as the tongue out smiling face here like that. So some nice face options, but yeah, you have all the parts to make all three different hairstyles as three different heads at the same time, and then you can just pull off the bangs here carefully just to swap the face whenever you want to do that. Then moving on to the hand option parts, we've got the pointing finger hands here, as well as these hands, which this is going to be the equivalent of closed fists for this kit, as these kits don't have like fully closed fists, unfortunately. I'm not really too particularly sure why, but this is going to be the closest thing that you have to that. And then we've got a bunch more different hand options here, ranging from open expressive hands like this, different style holding hands, so depending on what you're holding, if it's like a square handle, like a weapon from like MSG weapon or something. This one, which might be good for holding some smaller accessory, or if you wanted to make some kind of interesting hand sign there with that one. We've also got hand options like this, which has a hard point built into that, or the opposite of that. For this one's actually for holding like different cup accessories available in some of the after school sets, so you have some options there. And if it's something that has a round handle, we have this option hand here, another holding hand, and then another holding hand. This one is in particular usually used for the cell phone. Interestingly, this kit is I think like all of the beach swimwear versions doesn't include the cell phone. But moving down to the waist, then this clear part for the towel around the waist can be removed. It's just three parts that you can take apart carefully here. And that's just kind of resting on the hips. There's not anything that really holds that onto a particular position, so that can be removed and omitted off of there. And you can swap the mid-body, center body kind of hip section for this version here with the legs a little bit bent, one leg bent up and the other one kind of bent straight there like that, for doing a variety of different poses. And I'll try out a couple of different poses here with this. Now we have a set of parts for the like bikini ties here on the side of the hips for this version, and this one keeps popping off. The one on the other side I seem to have misplaced for the time being, so I don't have the ties on there, which is supposed to be like the ones you have here. And I think probably you could maybe just, if you wanted to, take the ones off of there and put it onto here if you were like me and you seem to have misplaced the one for the time being. But just to let you guys know that you do have ties for those, the side of the bikini bottoms right there on the legs. And then going down here to the feet, we have the sandal feet and these kind of gold anklets. There's two, actually you have four on the runner, and so you're gonna have two extras. You could have 2 and 2, or you could just have one, however you might want to do that. These are just loosely there around the ankles, so you can make it however you want. But according to the manual, it's just like this with the sandal feet. We do have some feet options here though as well. So just some bare feet with just the feet flat. So this would be for if you're wanting to do like a standing pose. But then just like with the hands, we have a couple of different options here as well. One with the toes slightly bent down, and the other option with the toes slightly bent up. So depending on the pose that you want to do, you have some nice options there. And you do have these for the left and the right side as well. All right, so that's it for all the accessories for the main kit. All pretty standard, and we'll try out some different poses here once we get to the conclusion of the video. You guys can skip ahead in the time code down below if you want to, but just to get back to the after school set here, I have all the parts prepared for this, where we have this kind of a mannequin torso and head to display some of the hair option parts. But for the bangs, there's 3 different options. One kind of a symmetrical one here with a little bit more of a gap in the middle, this one with a little bit less of a gap in the middle, and this one also has slots there on the sides for if you wanted to have the glasses, which are not included, but that'd be for if you have a kit that has glasses. And then there's another option here, which is just like that, but without the slot for the glasses. So you can see kind of, there's your 3 options for the bangs. And then as for the purple hair, it's just gonna be all exactly the same. I went ahead and just put the red hair on the mannequin, and the purple hair is what I plan on trying out here with this kit. I think it just, color-wise, it makes a little bit more sense. It kind of matches with the bikini, matches with the style, I think, a little bit more. But anyway, the hair parts are gonna be exactly the same and very nice, very nicely detailed. I'll try out these on the kit here in just a moment, but there's one more thing that I want to show you, and that is this Sousai Shojo Teien kind of guide here that we have a bunch of that Kotobukiya sent here for us at USA Gundam Store that we're sending out with all of the kits. So if you guys have ordered one of these kits or any of the Mecha Musume kits over the past maybe a week or 2 weeks or so, I think then you probably got one of these in your package. We've been sending these out. So this is not too long. See, it's about a 10-page just guide here that's all in English, which is awesome. And it has just a whole bunch of information about like how to build the models. And so you can see there's some step-by-step kind of modeling guides here, how to apply the decals on there, how to paint some of the details. There's a posing guide in here as well, showing you a bad and good points there for posing, some different points down there as well. Customization guide over here. So this is just kind of a cool thing that Kotobukiya went and got produced and sent a bunch to us for us to send out with the kits. So if you guys are fans of these kits, I know sometimes getting like the MOOCs that I review can be kind of hard to get. And plus those are all in Japanese. This is cool because it's all in English. And so here's the product lineup with some of the other different kits available, including these the swimsuit versions down here. And then the upcoming kit of Emma, which we have the prototype image right here. That's going to be one of the ones that's coming out in the near future. So we've got those. And let's see some other different diorama setups here. This is an advertisement on this page, on these 2 pages, for some of the after school sets. So you can see some of the different after school sets available, like the hair parts. I guess there is also a brown and white set of hair parts, glasses, shopping bags. And then here we've got information just about the characters. So just some, obviously it's in this fictional universe of the Sousai Shojo Teien series. There's information about the different characters, including some of the future characters, which we'll be seeing in future releases from this line. So like Kwon, Amy, Rui, and Seira are a couple of the few of the characters which are going to be coming out later on in the future. And then some links over here to the Twitter official website, the YouTube channel, the radio channel, the line stickers, and all that other good stuff. So you can check out a whole bunch more information. So anyway, it's a cool little kind of mini guide to everything Sousai Shojo Teien, and it's all in English, which is pretty cool. So if you guys do pick up one of these kits while supplies last, I know we have a good amount of these, but if you guys had been thinking about picking up one of these kits, it's a good opportunity to get this cool guide in there as well. And so, okay, let's try out some different poses here with Ritsuka, completing the set of our 3 main characters so far in the line, now all available in their bikini versions and also in the alternate color versions. You guys can check those out. So normally the alternate color versions are Kotobukiya web shop exclusives, sort of like Kotobukiya's version of P Bandai. But here at USA Gundam Store, and I think at other shops here in the US, actually we are able to just get them normally. So if you guys are interested in like the alternate color versions, I think the alternate color version of this kit is really nice. So definitely worth checking out. You can check those all out on the website. The link is down in the video description below. But as it goes with those ones, basically just you get different artwork on the box, which is nice, and then everything in the kit is all the same. It's just in different colors. So like the swimsuit and the hair would be in different colors, and that's pretty much about it, but still pretty cool. And then as far as the hair parts go, the after school parts set there for the hair for this one, I think those hair parts are nice, and I would like to see some more in the future. Like I said, so far we only have the 2 sets, and the hairstyle is just one option hairstyle basically, and you have a couple of options for like the bangs on it and different options as far as the colors. But it would be cool to see Kotobukiya for this line in particular to make some more hair option parts. Now that said, every single kit comes with 3 different hair options in the box, which is awesome, but I mean it's always cool to have some more options, so it'd be nice to see some more after school sets in the future to come with some more alternate hair options for you if you wanted to be able to customize your characters a bit more. And I know that that's kind of the main thing with this line. It's all about like mixing and matching and customization of them, kind of making your own versions of the characters, as it were. And so these kits are a lot of fun, pretty simple in their construction. They go together pretty quickly. They don't necessarily have a whole lot of parts, but they are really nice and expressive just in how nice the faces are, the expressions, and not only like the expressions on the faces, but also the printing quality of them straight out of the box. They're really nice, and you're able to do a lot of different poses here with these kits, and so that makes them pretty fun to work with. And a nice change of pace if you're used to just building Gunpla all the time, for example. I really like just kind of taking a nice break from doing that and building one of these kits from time to time as they come out, as they're released. And I do really like that change of pace. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. So check them out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. below. What do you think of this latest version here of Ritsuka Saeki? And let me know in the comment section. And if you guys want to check out this kit or any of the others from the line or any of their Kotobukiya kits in general, you can check the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store. And while you're here, guys, if you appreciated the video, if you would leave a like, that'd be awesome. Make sure that you're subscribed. That helps out a whole lot. I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. Till next time, guys, have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.